These finals have been awesome. This is the best final series we've had in a while because in 2024, Dallas was overmatched versus Boston. In 23, Jokic and Murray were unstoppable and the Heat had no chance. In 2022, Steph completely took over against a young Celtics team. 2021 was a good one with Giannis cementing his greatness. 2020 was weird. Congrats on that, Lakers fans. You didn't even get a freaking parade. And 19 was all injuries. Sorry, Toronto, but you know it's true.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Then before that was Cleveland and Golden State going at it. So yeah, this finals has been a joy to watch. Both teams playing well, figuring stuff out, and young guys stepping up, veterans coming through when needed, everything you can ask for from the last series of the season with everything on the line. Now, I'm writing this before the series is finalized because I believe the bigger picture has already been established, no matter who wins. What does this finals mean for the whole NBA going forward? What should the other 28 teams take away from this, and how will this impact how teams approach the 2025 NBA draft and offseason? Well, first let's tackle what teams should take away from how the Thunder and Pacers got to this stage of the season. They got here with depth. Chris Vernon is the host of NBA podcast The Mismatch and also works for the Memphis Grizzlies TV show, and he has this recurring bit about teams needing to play guys who don't suck. It sounds pretty simple and common sense, but a lot harder to do in real life. Neither of these teams play a single guy who sucks, not one player whose fan base thinks, oh god, not this guy when they come on. I mean, hell, they have players not even playing in this series in Jarris Walker for the Pacers and Jalen Williams for the Thunder that other teams in these playoffs would love to have giving them 20 plus minutes a game. These teams had two players in the top 42 in minutes played per game this regular season, Gilgeous-Alexander and Tyrese Halliburton. SGA was 29th and Halliburton was 35th. Contrast that with the New York Knicks having all 5 starters in the top 20 and the Denver Nuggets having 4 starters playing more minutes per game than Halliburton. These two teams are the freshest and deepest teams in the league. They played their bench throughout the whole regular season, built up their rotation, and kept their stars rested and ready for this long, grueling playoff run. What does this mean for the whole league moving forward, though? Simple.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You need to get better at finding cheap talent. Second round picks, undrafted players, free agents, trades. Cheap, hidden gem kind of players can take teams to the next level. What do I mean by that? Well, chew on this. For OKC, you have my Defensive Player of the Year Lou Dort and Thunder glue guy Alex Caruso, both undrafted players. Isaiah Hartenstein, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, and the other Jalen Williams, they're all second round picks. Oh, and for Indiana, all of their starters were picked outside of the top 10. The Knicks gave away Obi Toppin because he wasn't the star they thought. Boston gave up Aaron Nesmith because he couldn't shoot. Toronto moved on from Pascal Siakam after he was the second best player on a title team, and nobody wanted Andrew Nembhard or TJ McConnell. Then, this big one. The Kings chose De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis over Tyrese Halliburton. These two teams cashed in on what other teams didn't see. Yes, they have stars, but the Pacers and Thunder are here because they went out and found players other teams didn't value. Not only do you have to compete with these teams' top 1 to 3 players, but their 4 to 10 players are the best in the whole league. Now, how will the league approach the offseason after watching these two teams battle it out? Well, with optimism and caution. Talk about a wicked combo. First, let's start with the caution. In this era of essentially a hard salary cap, the league is just different. Each contract is more consequential and each dollar needs to be spent wisely. Comparatively, it's much more difficult to dump bad contracts as it was in the pre-second apron era. So if you miss on multiple picks or free agents, your ability to build out your dream roster becomes damn near impossible. An example of this is the Denver Nuggets. They signed 2 players this offseason in Dario Saric and Zeke Naji. That did absolutely nothing for them. For a team that needed bench help, missing on these two players cost them a chance at their second Jokic title run. If you have a chance at the title, you better make sure the players you sign on for your bench are going to come through. If not, you may lose a series you were capable of winning. Now, let's end on some positivity. I think this is a very optimistic offseason. We are on year 7 of a different team winning the title, leaving many teams thinking that they can be the 8th. And can you blame them? The East is more wide open than ever in my lifetime. Tatum and the Celtics are out. Giannis could be moving west, and as much as I enjoy this Pacers team, they're not an insurmountable force like the LeBron-led Cavs in the 2010s. This positivity was shown recently by the Desmond Bane trade to the Magic. If you think you are close, now may be as good a time as any to go for it. Take the risk and try to make a finals run. And out west, you just need to hang around. Every series out there is going to be a slugfest. As good as OKC is now and will be, anything can happen. Injuries, bad matchups, somebody getting hot at the right time, or young guys taking the leap. Literally anything can happen. Stay consistent, stay relevant, and hope for things to break your way the way they did for the Raptors in 2019. I have loved watching this final series. Both teams are playing at a high level and the type of team basketball that I grew up playing and truly enjoy watching. This series is having a gigantic effect on the rest of the league heading into this draft and the pivotal offseason. Stay tuned to this channel as we break it all down and give you the in-depth insight you love to watch. Oh, and before you go, check out the crazy idea I had for LeBron James and how he could completely change the NBA one last time in his career. Him doing this would throw the biggest wrench in the NBA. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed what you watched and consider subscribing. It helps us bring you the same quality content every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.